Hey guys, it's me Papa and you're watching Bad Witch Books. Hey guys, today we're going over my September TBR. We are doing the magical / mystical TBRs because I do the Aurelium and then I also do the Mystic TBR with Nell. I am a co-host. Team Witches, gang. So let's get to it. I'm not really gonna be doing the point system for these because I didn't write it down, and we're just gonna get to it. Most of these fit a prompt. So the first book I have here is A Vile Season by David Ferrero. This fits for the prompt for I forget what the prompt is, but the prompt is a book with food on the cover, and if you see, there's garlic. My brother is currently reading my copy, so that's why I don't have the physical edition with me. I just have the dust jacket. But this follows a vampire who is asked by the vampire god to find who these vampire hunters are, so he's turned into a human and has to, kind of court this prince to, find out where the secret vampire hunters are. And I am very intrigued in reading this. I want to read this author's work, and I was like, oh, garlic, so that fits that prompt. The next book I have is a book with an emotion in the title, and I chose Emily Henry's A Happy Place. This is the one Emily Henry book that I'm kind of interested in reading out of all of them. And what I know about this book, it is about a couple. I believe they are breaking up, and they're breaking up, and they are going on a trip with all their friends. It's like a summer trip they always do. So they're pretending one last time that they're going to be a couple, so that their friends don't know, and that's all I really know, and I am intrigued in reading this. Like I said, this will be my first Emily Henry book, and yeah, so I wanted to read this before the summer ended, but I will be reading this in September, so it's not that bad. I forgot to say, A Vile Season has an LGBT main character, and I think that's all the points it gets for Mystic. And Happy Place, I don't know what points Happy Place would get for Mystic. So the next book I have is for the prompt where it was to read a debut. And for that, I'm doing A Cruel is the Light by Sophie Clark. This is about a demon exorcist. A war between the demons and the Vatican. And that's all I really know. I'm intrigued to read this. It sounds very good. I've heard nothing but great things. And so this is the Fairy Loot edition. I'll be reading this, and I don't know how many points this is worth. Trying to find a place to put this. Next book I have is a reread, and it is a book that I'll be rereading with Princess and Helen because we finished the Serpent and Dove series and the Shadow Bride, so we're like, well, let's knock out another series, and we're doing The Beautiful, and I'm using this for a prompt. It is still a book from another TBR, so I'm stealing this from Princess and Helen's TBR. This is by Renee Addier. This is by a POC author. It has magic users in it somewhere, I believe, and all I think the points it is for the community points. But I really enjoy this about Celine, who is on the run from Paris after an incident happens, and she goes to New Orleans to live in this convent where she meets the enigmatic stranger Bastien, I believe is his name, and there is murders throughout the city. So really enjoyed this. This was really fun. I can't wait to reread it. It's been forever since I read it originally, so I'm excited to continue on with the series. And it looks like the vampire books don't stop, because a book I'm going to be reading is another book I wanted to read this summer, but I didn't get to, but it is a perfect time for fall, and that is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This is for the prompt with a book in the circle, with a circle on the cover, and this is the moon. Even though the moon's cut up, we know what a moon is, a circle. This is my channel. And also, we could also use this little thingy she has on her there, so I'm gonna count Bride. Bride follows our main character. I think her name is Misery. She is a vampire bride, and she's married off to a werewolf alpha, and that's all I really know, and that's all I need to know. I'm very excited for this. I'm hoping that this will hit a good paranormal romance mood for me. The next book I have is a book. The next book that I have, the prompt was to roll a dice, and you have to read a book in that page count number and that 100 count. And so we're going to cut to Princess, who rolled the dice for me. I appreciate you, Princess.
No, I feel like you'd be fine with Princess.
I got a 4.
You see Princess roll the dice, and so when I looked on Goodreads, I found Ascension was in the 400 bracket, if you look on Goodreads. And I am very excited to read this. This is also the sequel to one of my my faction leader picks. So this is the sequel to It's book 2 in the Summoner Circle. Evocation is the first one. This follows Reese and how he is dealing with after the first book. I don't want to go into spoilers. Very excited to read this. This will have major points because it is the creator's favorite. It has witches on it, in it. LGBTQ main character, so a lot of points. The next book was to read a book that came out this year, and for me, I am reading A Dawn of Fate and Fire. This is by a BIPOC author. This is Indigenous main character. This has witches or magic users in it. And it is a faction leader favorite. And if you're on the witch team, your faction leader favorite. This is the sequel, because the first book I picked was Son of Blood and Ruin. This is the sequel, Dawn of Fate and Fire. This follows Lorena Panthera as stuff happens after the first book. I don't want to get into too much spoilers for it, but yeah, this will be what I plan on reading. And I'm very excited because sequels count. The last book I have is not the last book, so I'm also reading another book, I forgot. But I have His Face in the Sun, and it's a book I'm reading for a book club. This is a book inspired by Ancient Egypt. I don't know if it's ancient Egypt history or ancient Egypt mythology, but very excited to read it. I'm reading this for my IRL book club, but yeah, I don't know how many points this is worth, but I'm very excited for it. And the last book I'm reading, I know it fits a prompt for magical, but I completely forgot which one it was. But it was Sky on Fire. I'm reading that for me, Princess Helen, Lynn, Jen's book club thing you were doing. We'll see if I get to it. But it is about dragon riders and it's queer. That's all I really know, and I'm excited to read it. But yeah, that is what I'm reading in the month of September. What are you guys reading? And I will see you guys next time. Bye!